Hi, I'm Amanda Skelton, an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I'd like to show you how to make this lovely Christmas decoration using the Stars at Night bundle. I'm predominantly using the dies as part of this set. So these are the dies. I've got half of them left over the side here. So it's a really nice set. If you get the bundle, you also get the embossing folder, which is a lovely 3D embossing folder, and we'll use that on one of the stars here as well. And you do also get the stamp set as well. I'm not going to be using the stamp set for this particular project, but you could use this one for this back star here, and you could cut that out if you wanted to. But I haven't done that for this project. So like I said, this is using the Stars at Night project bundle. And I did a tutorial recently which was using the same bundle to make these cards. So I've done it in the cream colourway and the navy colourway, which looks really nice. So it's all part of the same bundle, and it's using these beautiful papers. So this is Shining Brightly DSP, and you can see, let me get some pieces out for you. Got some lovely patterns in here. We've got some leaves, so the leaves aren't particularly Christmas related. And then so you have 3 sheets of blue, 3 sheets of cream, and you have these 3 designs, so the stars, the leaves, and this sort of, I don't know, sort of like 50s style, I suppose. So you get 6 pieces, and they're foiled as well, which are gorgeous. So those are the papers I'm going to use to make the base of this decoration. So I got my inspiration. So this is the bundle here. So this is the bundle with the stamp set, embossing folder, and the dies. I also bought the little trinkets, which you could put on the middle as well. The ribbon, which I'm going to use, and the papers. Now I got my inspiration from this in the catalogue. So the hoops I've just bought from a very well-known online retailer. So these are 3-inch hoops. I bought silver and gold sets, which are really nice. They're really heavy and really nice and chunky. I've only done this one side, but you could of course decorate the other side, and then of course using the ribbon here to hang it with. Okay, so that's what we're going to make today. What you could do is, as well, as if you didn't want to use the hoop, you could just make this, you could make it as a tag, a Christmas tag. You could even just use it for a Christmas tag for a present, or you could use it as a decoration, as a topper for a card. So there are lots of different uses for this style or this design. Okay, so what do you need? You need a piece of pattern paper which measures about 2 3/4 wide by about 5.5 inches. So like I said, this is a 3-inch hoop, so it's 3 inches across for the actual hoop, and then the die that I'm going to use for the circle is 2.5 inches to give that nice edge. So that's why you need it 2 3/4 by about 5.5 to get your 2 circles to do them back to back. You then want 3 other pieces of card or colour for 3 layers of these stars here, and then I'm using the beautiful ribbon. So this is the Night of Navy glittered ribbon, which is gorgeous, which just ties in all the gold elements. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh, you'll need your die set, your Stars at Night die set, and also the embossing folder. And I shall show you a different technique we're going to do with the embossing folder. So these are a couple of cards that I've also made using the same stamp set and die set. This is really nice, so we can just use one of the dies here to make a really easy and quick effective design here with a sentiment. And then this is another set I've made as well. So this is using the embossing folder in its entirety on a piece of on a layer, and then I've just embellished with these other stars from the die set. That just gives you another idea of what you can do with it. Okay, so let's put that to the side for a minute. So we have our hoop. What we need to do first of all is die cut our circles. So let's get our trusted die cutting machine. Okay. So close to the edge because I haven't got that much space, much spare to play with. So that's one. And we'll put that one through again. And that's our second. Now it does say it's gold embossed detail on this paper. I think it's quite a, well, with these hoops which are quite bronzy, I'm actually going to use a bronze or a, there's a rose gold actually in the catalogue. There's a rose gold paper, but when you put it with this, it just seems to make it go quite rose gold rather than gold, but anyway, you can use whichever. So that's everything we need there. So what do we need to do now? So you're going to want to have one on its back to front, because you want to put these, back to back so that it makes our design. Okay, what we need is our ribbon, and you probably want about 8 inches of ribbon. So about 8 inches of ribbon. So it's entirely up to you how long you want it to hang. Okay, so you want to place one piece of the ribbon under the hoop. Okay, and what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the tear and tape. So this is what I'm going to use to keep this in place. So I'm going to sort of make sure it's nice and straight, and I put that across there, because otherwise if you glue that to that and that to that, then those two pieces won't actually be glued together, so it might make it a little bit gappy at the top. So if we do this, so you want to make sure that your hoop is in the middle of the ribbon. So I'm not even going to take the tape off the top, you don't need to. So I'm just going to make sure that this is all adhered. So I've just done one higher up and one lower down, just to make sure that's all nice and stuck down. Okay. And then what we can do then is, again, I'm going to use double-sided tape. It's entirely up to you if you'd rather use glue so that you can have that manoeuvrability once you've placed it. Now again, these aren't directional pieces of pattern of paper, so it doesn't matter which way up I'm putting these. Again, if you've got directional paper, you need to be very careful. So the other reason for putting this on first is you can see the top, and everything else you can do is relating to it. That's how I knew how to place these so that they sit upright when they swing. Okay, so I've just put some glue around there, and I'm just going to offer that to the edge, and that looks about right. And then I'm just going to stick that down here. Okay, so that's how it does that. Now that's quite nice as well, having it up here. If you want to have a gap, then what I'm going to use is I'm going to use some glue, or a glue dot. You just, she says, getting it stuck on her finger. You're just going to take it off of the, rip a piece of the tape off, and I'm just going to offer it to the inside of the ribbon, just above the circle, and I'm just going to press that down, and that is just going to give it enough to allow it to sit nicely in the hoop. Okay, so that's that pretty much done. Okay, so all that's left now is to decorate it. So like I said, I've got the 3 colours of card here to decorate it. So I'm going to use this die first, and this die is really nice because it actually embosses as well, so it's a hybrid die set. I'm then going to use this die for the cream, so this one's for the gold, this one's for the cream, so I'm just going to use that one. And then I've got some navy, and I'm going to use the little die for the middle bit, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's just put those two out the way a minute. So let's get my die machine out again. So gold first. Oh, I do have to say it's probably more copper that I've got here. This isn't a Stampin' Up card. Okay, so what have I done with the top layer? What have I just done with it? Oh, there it is. So again, you can do these in any colour order you want to, and if you did cream base, you might want to do a different colourway as well. So I hope you can see the really nice detail. That is just in the die. We haven't even embossed that. That's beautiful, isn't it? So that's going to be that one. Then the cream one I'm going to use. So this is meant to be for setting out 3. So if you use the embossing folder, I don't know if you can see this, the embossing folder has got these 3 stars. And if you embossed a whole sheet of card, you could then die cut those 3 stars out. Because I only want 1 star, I don't want to waste a whole piece of card on embossing all of it. I'll show you a slightly different way that we're going to be a little bit more thrifty with our card. So I'm going to do that one there. You just want to make sure that your die doesn't go off the side, otherwise it'll snap. So I've just got this star here. So there we've got that one. You can see it's completely plain. We'll emboss that one in a minute. First though, we will die cut our last piece, which is where have I put my blue card? Oh seriously, I'm losing everything today. What have I done with it? I had it all there. What did I do with it? Oh, it's there, look. Oh God, seriously. Okay, so I'm going to do this tiny one in the navy. And then that's all of our die cutting done. Let's take that one off of there. Okay, so die cut machine can go away. So we have our base here. Oh no, it can't go away, can it? Right, what I was going to show you the next is how to make this into something a lot more detailed. So we do need the die cut machine, but we're going to emboss. This is a 3D embosser. So I'm going to take out all the layers apart from one of the clear layers. Well, I say clear, they're not very clear, are they? Absolutely disgusting. Okay, so what you want to do is, it's going to be this star here. So it's quite difficult to put it on there because you want to basically match it up to there. It's quite difficult to do that and then close it for it to stay in place. So what I would do is put it on the bottom piece and then close it. And then I'm just going to adjust it slightly. Right, that's not far off, and I don't think I'm going to get much closer than that. Always put your folder in hinge side first so that they don't push against each other and snap. And then, because it is a 3D embossing folder, I'm just going to add a couple of pieces of cardboard. So these are bits of cardboard that you get with some of your papers. That just adds to give it the thickness I need. Being card as well, it just has a little bit more flexibility. It's not quite so solid on it. So let me show you what this has done. You see the detail on that? Isn't that beautiful? So that's a really good way of using an embossing folder and not having to use a whole piece of card to just get one piece out of it. So you can do that with your embossing folders. You can just emboss an individual element. Okay, so we have our base, we have our stars, and I'm only going to do one side again, but again, if you want to do two sides, you can. So I know that this is the right way up because of the ribbon, and I'm just going to use, so you can see the lovely detail we've got there, and those two, so just really nice detail. So I'm just going to use my glue tape. Again, you can use liquid glue if you'd rather. So this is the right way up, so I'm just going to offer that centered there. Just push the bits of glue. If there's bits of glue sticking out the front, you don't want it to stick to something else. So I'm gonna, you can do it whichever way you like there, but I'm gonna do it that way because then I see more of the gold behind. So again, you just want to offer that up and center that. And then the last little one to do is the little blue one for the top. Again, just get the glue on the back only, I don't want it on the front. There you go. And then again, I'm just going to place that in the center. There you go. There you have it. Really nice Christmas decoration. What you could do is if you didn't want to decorate the back the same, you could either put like a year. Some people like having decorations from each year. You could put a year, or you could put monogram, so it's grandchildren or children or something. You could put letters there for them, so they've got their own little decoration. But that hangs really nicely. It's really nice with the gold. I say I've done them in silver before as well. This is my prototype, I didn't, so this is with the silver. Didn't quite like this one, it looked a lot more sort of bulky really, so it's just really nice there. As always, you can find all the products on my Stampin' Up website, which is amandascraftedcards.stampingup.net. You can find me on Pinterest and YouTube as Amanda's Crafted Cards. So I hope you enjoyed doing that. Hopefully you're well into making your Christmas cards and decorations. Like I said, this could be used as a tag as well as a Christmas decoration, or as well as a topper for a card. So lots of versatility for this particular project. I hope you've enjoyed it as always. You can message me if you want to on the YouTube video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I shall speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.